Okay. All right. So we're starting now, and I see someone is calling in. And thank you, Christine Glenn, for helping me with tech support there with the sound. We had an echo, but we resolved it. So I'm glad about that. And I have Yolanta Soltis calling in. Hi, Yolanta.
Hello.
Hi, thank you so much for joining. Oh no, we have the echo again. I don't know why we have an echo, but I know I fixed it on my end. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So I was just saying we just got started. We had a couple of technical issues with the sound, but it seems like I've resolved it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and there's going to be a time where I'll ask you to chime in, but I'm going to give just the intro for now, just to kick us off to a formal start. Oh, there's the echo again. I think the echo might be coming from you now. So maybe try going through your headphones and see if that helps. If you have.
From me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe this is.
Yeah, see, there's an echo for some reason every time you speak.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to mute you just for now, and then I'll unmute you in just a second, and hopefully it'll you can get it resolved. Yeah. Maybe try disconnecting and calling back in and changing your the way your volume is going out from your computer or however you're going in. I've muted you so I can't hear you. So send me a message in the corner down there and we can communicate that way. But just because of the echo, I'm going to just mute it for now. But maybe try disconnecting and getting back in, and then we'll see if that works. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I just want to say thank you for all of you who have joined to this on a Friday night. That is so fabulous that you took out time to hang out with me for this Sister Circle. My name is Venus Avi, and I'm a spiritual life coach and energy healer and an intuitive medium. And I basically work with women who are emotionally sensitive, women who want to empower themselves, and also who want to deepen their spiritual path, deepen their spiritual connection to themselves, to the spirit world, and women who want to have spiritual tools in order to navigate. Oh, I see I have another caller here. Oh, okay. Maybe this is Yolanta. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. So she's reconnecting. All right. It sounds better this time. Great. So just to give you a little bit more background about me, I'm born and raised in Houston. I live in Cypress, Texas, and I'm married. I have 2 adult sons. I'm very proud of them. I used to be, well, I still am, but my work used to be around holistic health and nutrition. I'm a certified holistic health coach and a certified raw vegan chef and a yoga instructor. But when I experienced chronic pain in my body, and I had tried everything I knew to heal it, and I couldn't figure out how to heal it, I started on deepening my spiritual path. And it led me to transition over into what I do today, which is the spiritual life coaching, energy healing, and intuitive mediumship. So the way that I practice this gift, the gifts that I have and fulfill my purpose is through working with women on one-on-one coaching relationships, and also through e-courses and desire map workshops. Now, a couple of quirky things about me. I love sci-fi movies. I love to cook. You may see my Instagram page. I have a lot of videos and pictures of me cooking, and I love to explore and travel. And I'm also a techies, so I'm kind of a nerd and a geek. So I love all things digital, and I consider myself in my other life a digital creative. So just a little bit about me. And now I want to talk about this event. So this event that I'm hosting is a part of a global Sisterhood, if you will. It's a worldwide community of awakening women devoted to inner transformation and making a positive impact on this world by gathering together in these sister circles. So just like this sister circle that you've joined tonight, there's also many other sister circles, and you can actually see those sister circles at the Unify website. They also have a Facebook page. Now, if you feel so inspired after tonight and you decide that you want to host your own sister circle, it's free, there's no charge. And the wonderful thing about Unify is they do provide you with kind of like the scripts and templates and whatnot. And this is my second sister circle. So thank you for being here with me tonight. And, afterwards, I'd love to get your feedback to see what you love, so I'll know what to do more of for the next sister circles. And now these are held once a month on the new moon. And so today is May 6th. I had to check my calendar here down here. It's May 6th, 2016, and today is the full moon of Taurus. I'll get into that in just a moment. So if you decide you want to see the replay for this sister circle, you can go to my website, which is www.venusav.com, and go to the events page. You will be able to see the live stream of my virtual events, such as this one. And also it's going to be recorded. So you'll be able to go to the events page and view the recordings later. So if you know of someone who you think might have wanted to attend tonight, but they didn't know about it, then they can watch the replay at that page. So today, every month when we do these sister circles, there's a theme. And tonight's theme, or this month's theme, is I honor my body. It's all about empowered body image. I honor my body as a sacred temple, if you will. So I have some questions for you before we begin, and this is where you're going to get a chance to kind of talk with me. So my first question, and I'm going to go ahead and, okay, you can speak. How do you say your name, Yolanta? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, no. Well, you know what? I'm going to mute you because the echo is still there, but you can type a message in the bottom right-hand corner, Yolanta, and I'd love to talk back and forth with you that way. Okay. So I'd like to ask some questions. So the first question that I have is, do you know that you are beautiful? So Christine, feel free to communicate with us. Yes, she says yes. Okay, the next question is, do you believe you are beautiful? Okay, now just to give you, and as you think about that, do you believe that you're beautiful? And when I ask this question, you can, Christine says sometimes, thank you for that. So you can feel whether that's a yes or no in your body. Our bodies are very intuitive, and they can speak to us and communicate with us through intuitive signals and nudges. And when you ask yourself a question, you can feel whether it's a yes or a no in your body. And just a little bit of information about beliefs. Beliefs are actually held in the subconscious of our minds. And so everything that we do, believe it or not, there's a one-to-one cause and effect or link between the subconscious beliefs that we hold and the actions that we take on a day-to-day basis. So if you look at your life, and if you look at all the things that are in your life right now, they're all tied to actions that you have been taking over a lifetime that are tied to a subconscious belief. So body image, a lot of this is coming from subconscious beliefs that have been implanted there by influences from what we've been exposed to in media, Hollywood stereotypes, magazines, social media, internet, and so on. Okay. Oh, Yolanta says not sure. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we can work on that, where you can be sure that you know you're beautiful and you believe that you're beautiful, where you can feel it as a yes in your body. So I would like to ask, what is your definition of beauty? Think about that for a second. Okay. And think about how different that answer might be for all the people that you know in your life. Think about the last 5 people that you've contacted today, and think about what you think their definition of beauty is versus what you think your definition of beauty is. it could be very different, right? Now, think about what Hollywood's definition of beauty is. And think about how much that has impacted us, how much that has affected us, how much that has influenced our beliefs on a subconscious level, that we may not even be aware that these beliefs have been there, but they've been there because of what we've been exposed to. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that really is true. Those images can be held on a subconscious level. So here's another question. Now, I want you to think about when you wake up in the morning and you get undressed. I'm sorry, before you get dressed, how do you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror? Really drop into your inner wisdom and your inner self, into your heart center, and think about how you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror before you get dressed. Think about you've gotten out of the shower, you're drying off, and you stand in front of the mirror. Think about that. And now I would like to ask, how do you want your daughters or your nieces or maybe your young female cousins to feel? Oh, Christine says, grateful to be gifted another day. That's so great. Awesome. How do you want these young girls that you know in your life, how do you want them to feel about their bodies? Okay. We're all asking ourselves to never diet, right? It's just not worth it. So we're all asking ourselves these same questions, okay? And in a world where women are taught that their value is from what they look like, you know, women are so objectified in our society, and it's so sad and so damaging. We're encouraged to try to be an impossible version of perfect. A world where dieting, body shame, even corsets are trendy. You know, these corsets, they're squeezing your internal organs and pushing them around in the body cavity. And it's so unhealthy. Oh my gosh, it's so unhealthy. So we have a vital opportunity to create a powerful shift in collective consciousness. And through doing this inner transformational work, and it really is about transformation, about changing yourself into a point where, Christine says, my grandmother wore one, they are awful. Yeah, they really are. And they are so trendy. You know, the Kardashians are doing it, the celebrities are doing it. They've got the tiny, tiny cinched waist. And if you listen to Dr. Oz, he had an episode about how unhealthy they are. And so we have a vital opportunity here to really do this inner powerful transformational work. Transformation means you shifted the subconscious beliefs that you hold so that your actions now are driven from a positive, affirming belief rather than actions and decisions that you make on a day-to-day basis that are driven from a limiting or false or a negative subconscious belief based on what's the lies that and the illusions that society gives us. Okay, so doing this transformational work together in our sisterhood, we become leaders by example. And we show young girls that there's another way. There are different options that are healthier for them, where they can feel confident and can feel love for their bodies and have a positive body image, right? All right. So loving yourself and loving your body is the greatest revolution. Give me a hands up if you agree with me that loving yourself and loving your body is the greatest revolution. Okay, Christine says the inner child wants to come into the present moment, and she needs to trust us and take good care of her. I absolutely agree. Thank you so much for that. Okay, and Yolanda, I know that you've dropped off the call, but I know you're still here online, so I'd love to hear from you too, what you think about that. Okay, and I saw this quote that says, "Oh, great, she's here. Yes, I'm so glad." I love this quote that says, "In a society that profits from your self-doubt, liking and loving yourself is now an act of rebellion." Isn't that a shame? That a shame? She says. Yes, Christine, loving yourself is the most important gift you will ever give to yourself. That is personal empowerment right there. And there are so many ways that we as women give our power away. And that's one of the cores, one of the pillars of the work that I do with women is working on empowerment. It starts with loving yourself. And, for me as a modern goddess, I think that there are three core facets of being a modern goddess. And that is self-love, self-empowerment, and self-respect. So, I'm sorry, self-care. And in self-care, there's self-respect goes into the self-care. So self-care, self-love, and self-empowerment. Now, here's another quote that I love. It says, body confidence does not come from trying to achieve the perfect body. It comes from embracing the one you've already got. Okay. So, and I'll mention another quote, comparison is the thief of joy. We have to get out of this insane act of comparing ourselves to others. We have to really think about what our definition of beauty is, and if it's time to change that definition and stop letting other people, stop letting, the Hollywoods and the magazines and all this define what beauty is. You are beauty. Christine says each is a unique expression of divinity. Absolutely. Absolutely. I so agree. So I want to talk a little bit more about this. And then in a moment, we're going to do a meditation together. But I want to say this, just give you a couple of things to think about when it comes to body image. Here's another quote. A woman in her authentic feminine power knows how important it is to look at the parts of herself that she keeps hidden in the dark. And that's by Rachel Jane Groover. Okay. So a part of this whole global sisterhood movement is that we believe change begins from within. Change begins with you. I can't change the world until I look at the parts of me that need to be changed, the parts of me that need to be loved, the parts of me that need to be embraced. Okay. And that all goes down. Body image is a part of that. Okay. So, another thing about these global sister circles is that we can be a critical mass. Oh, I see what are you saying here? Christine says, in self-acceptance, let us grow to hereby let all others know I want you to accept me too. You only follow what I do. Is that a quote, Christine? Tell me a little bit more about that. Okay. So, so while Christine is working on giving me a little bit more about this quote, because I love anything about, yes, for Astarius Miraculi. Thank you. It starts off with self-acceptance. So you immediately, I'm like, you have me at self-acceptance because that is everything. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to go into this. It's called a heart-guided meditation. So this guided meditations are a great way to transform and connect women together, especially in these sister circles. And so imagine that along with us, there's, hundreds of other women that are gathering together under this new moon on May 6th, doing the same meditation, probably around the same time. And this meditation is designed to connect us all in this safe and vulnerable space, and as well as connect to the global sisterhood of other women gathering other cities across the world. So I invite you to close your eyes. Now, if this were a physical, in-person physical sister circle, we would all hold hands. So just imagine that you're holding someone's hand, maybe a virtual hand, and feel free to take deep breaths and pauses as you need. If you need to contemplate on something that I say, and even as I'm reading on, if you need to ignore the next few lines and just kind of contemplate on whatever you're feeling in your heart, I invite you to do so. So we're going to gently close our eyes and inhale together. slowing the breath, feeling the inhale and the exhale, bringing our attention to how our bodies are feeling right now in full acceptance of whatever is present. Notice where your body is touching the ground and bring your focus there. Begin feeling the pulsing energy of the earth beneath you, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Okay? This is a way that you can ground and connect your energy. If you can even imagine your energy dropping deep, deep, deep down into the core of the earth. With an inhale, breathe in gratitude and love for all that she gives us. Continuing to breathe. Feel your heartbeat as you inhale and exhale. Feel your unique, beautiful rhythm. Do you feel the beat? Breathe deeply from your heart as you open to the sensation of love within you. Feel the pulsing energy of this love running through your veins. Envision and feel this pulsing energy as a light glowing in your heart. Breathing deeply, see and feel this light getting brighter and brighter and brighter until it fills your entire body and surrounds you. It feels like I'm kind of getting like tingly goosebumps. With your next exhale, think of someone you know who is having a difficult time in their life. Okay, I think we all know someone who is having a difficult time in their life. Imagine that this person is right in front of you. While remaining connected with the love in your own heart, allow yourself to feel empathy and love for this person's struggle as you breathe, honoring their journey. See the light in their heart as the same loving light that is within yours. As you offer your love and compassion to this person, feel the light in both of your hearts growing brighter together. Now with an inhale, focus your attention back to your heart again. Feel the light grow brighter as you allow the love from your heart to nourish any parts of you that have been in pain. Open to feeling compassion for yourself as you breathe the light of your love into the places where you have kept fear, grief, anger, stress, insecurity, judgment, guilt, shame. Open to feeling nourished by the love within. This is the power that you have right now. Offer yourself acknowledgement and respect for everything you are, how far you've come, and for the incredible beauty and power within you. Feel all of that in right now. Take a deep breath and start to feel the woman that you're thinking about. This woman has her own struggles, pain, fears, and insecurities. Maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's your best friend, or maybe it's a colleague at work, or maybe it's a woman you know at the bank where you go and do your banking, or maybe it's your mom or your aunt or your grandmother or your mother-in-law or your sister-in-law. Take a moment and feel the empathy and great respect for this powerful woman that is in your life, whether she's on the inner circle or the fringes, the outer fringes. While breathing into your heart, feel the power of the love in her heart. See and feel the light within her as it grows brighter, surrounding her. Feel the light within your heart and the light within her heart growing brighter together. Okay. Feel the light within our heart and the light within her heart growing brighter together. See and feel the light as it grows brighter, surrounding all of us. Feel the love and light of every woman in this circle being amplified, growing brighter and brighter, filling the entire room. And now imagine that light is growing outside of the room. And imagine that light is growing and stretching into the entire neighborhood that you're in, or into the entire city. Imagine that light is growing beyond your city into the entire state. And now that light is filling up the entire planet. And now that light is going into our cosmos and into the entire universe and infinity. You have the power to do this now. Let's set the intention to lovingly connect with every sister circle that's happening on this new moon, right here, right now. Imagine the planet with sparks light glowing. If you could envision a map of the planet, and there's sparks of light glowing wherever there's a sister circle is located. And all these little sparks of light are connecting, a golden web unifying our sisterhood. I can almost feel that energy. I can almost feel it. Very powerful. Let's focus the healing power within our hearts on all of humanity and our beautiful planet. We can heal our planet. It starts from within. We have the power to do this. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So how was that? That was our little heart-guided meditation. And I hope that you found that was healing for you. And now I have some post-meditation visualization prompts, if you will. So we're going to kind of use our imagination a little bit more. And the first one is envision every person on this planet awakening to the truth that we are spirits living in a sacred temple that we call a body. Okay. And I know you know the quote. How does it go? Christine says separateness is an illusion. Exactly. We're all one. We're all connected. We're all connected. What is that quote? We are, what's the quote? Oh, it'll come to me later. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience in the human body, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. So here's the next one. Envision all women loving and cherishing their bodies as a sacred gift, celebrating our natural beauty, unaltered. And even I have on makeup, but unaltered. Just imagine that. And together dissolving the collective paradigm of body shame due to objectification and societal expectations. Imagine a world where we live in and there's no objectification, there's no body shame, all the messages and the things that we see in movies and magazines and on TV, all of them are positive images for women. Just imagine a world where there is no body shame, there is no sexual shame, there is no shaming if you weigh more. There is no judgments about your weight or the size of your waist. Oh, Christine says Bob Marley sang it well. One breath, one heart, one love. No woman, no cry. Thank you. I probably did horribly, but thank you for that. Yes, I love that song. All right, keep it coming. I love the chats over here. So thank you. Yolanta, I'd love to hear from you and anyone else who's here. So here's another visualization prompt for you. Envision now and feel in your heart all the women of the world freeing themselves from self-judgment. No self-judgment, no self-hating, no addiction, food addictions, food illnesses, or the mental issues that women have around food, bulimia, and all the other, I can't think of them right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Imagine all of these women all across the world, including you, loving and feeling beautiful in your body from the time that you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Imagine that. As we unite in our collective intention, let us affirm for ourselves and for all women that self-worth comes from within. Okay, we have to consider ourselves worthy of love and acceptance from us first. And then we will no longer be linked to the pursuit of society's idea of perfection. And how do you do that? Well, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But for now, I'd like you to bring this intention to the light in your heart. Okay, the light that's in your heart is so powerful. And with a deep breath, I want you to imagine sending that light into the earth below you like a seed being planted. Okay, bring your hands to your heart and feel your heartbeat again for me. Do that for me. Take a deep breath and gently open your eyes. Okay. Christine says, no more hatred, no more pain. Legacy of heaven is ours to claim. I ask myself to marry me and thus fulfill my destiny. I promise always to be true. Self-love, self-honor, I am due. What is that? Is that the song? The same song? Or is that another quote? I love it. Thank you so much. Send some more. Okay. Now, here are some thought-provoking questions around the body. What part of your body do you have the hardest time accepting? Now, for me, Astarius again. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of him before, or him or her. What part of your body do you have the hardest time accepting? Type it in the chat over here for me. Now, for me, the hardest part of my body that the part of my body that I have the hardest time accepting is, thank you, Christine. He's an amazing poet and astrologer. Okay, I'm definitely going to look him up. I love poetry and astrology. Now, for me, it's my gut. Okay, so, the middle part, Yolanta. Yeah, I get tired of sucking it in, and no amount of sit-ups seems to change. And I'm 43 years old, and although I know I do have some ability to change it, I am accepting me 100% right now. You know, there's a few pounds I could lose, and I'm not going to wait until I lose those pounds to choose to love and fully accept every inch of me. Every part of me deserves to be loved, regardless of what society thinks about my belly. I'm going to fully embrace and love and touch my belly with love. Christine says, I am 62 and I love my belly. My belly is very intuitive. Thank you. I'm going to give you high fives for that, because our belly, that's your solar plexus. That's your connection. You know, that's your connection to people and connection to others and your relationship with others. And that's, you know, all your nerves begin in the gut region. That's where your intuition starts. Christine says, my flabby arms. Now that's another story. Yeah, I agree with you right there. I know I have some work on that too, but I'm still going to love it, right? We're still going to love it. So now I want to ask you, is there an experience of body shame from childhood or adulthood that you are ready to forgive and release? Well, I'm thinking about that. Body shame from childhood or adulthood. I would probably say, for me, I can recall many times going into the shopping store and trying on a pair of jeans, and being a Black woman with a big butt, and the jeans just were not designed for women that have big booties. And I'm happy to say I don't have that issue anymore. Well, part of it is because big booties are now the trend, and the jeans are made, to fit women of all shapes and sizes. So I'm very thankful for that. There are designers who have considered that there are women who want to wear jeans that are more voluptuous in the hips and the derriere. And so there are jeans that are made for all of us now. And so I'm very, very thankful for that. I can wear my jeans. And Christine says, I am just finishing Gary Douglas's Access Consciousness Forgiveness Practice. I'm on day 6 of 7. Oh, that sounds so good. I have something we're going to do together on forgiveness in a few moments here. We're almost done. So thank you for sharing that. I'll look it up. So think about this. What are 3 ways that you can honor and care for your body on a weekly basis? Yolanda says, I still keep my size 6 clothes, so I have some work to do. Well, you know what? I used to hold on to smaller clothes that I no longer fit. And then, Yolanda, what I started doing was, and I know that this may sound counterintuitive, but it really does work for me. Every year, there's a Pareto, I forget who Pareto is. Maybe he's a psychiatrist or something. But there's this thing called the Pareto's rule of law, and it's 80-20. And he or she, whoever said this, says that that rule can be applied to like anything in life. For example, for me, I take the 80-20 rule and I apply it to my closet. I probably wear only 20% of what's in my closet. So I would venture to guess that the size 6 clothes that you have are probably lumped into the 80% of the clothes in your closet that you don't wear on a yearly basis. And so every year, if I have not worn something for 4 seasons or for an entire year, I collect them all and I donate them or I give them away. And what happens is I tap into that law of manifestation, where because I've released what no longer serves me, those clothes probably aren't in fashion anymore. They probably no longer represent who I am. I think every year we should update our closet, our clothing to match who we are at our essence. And so by giving those clothes away, I attract more income and money to be able to afford more clothes that are more in line with who I am. Okay, because we're always changing and growing. We never stay the same. So I challenge you, Yolanda, to give away those size 6 clothes. Let it go, sister. Send them away with love and set the intention that you will attract more clothes that fit you, who you are where you are right now in terms of weight and size. And then should you release the weight a year from now, then you'll manifest more money to buy new clothes all over again. And then you can give away the clothes that you bought at your current size. So, oh, thank you. Great idea. Oh, Christine says she does the same. Great. Yeah, every year I give away 80%. And I'm telling you, it feels really, really kind of scary at first when I look in my closet and I'm like seeing only 20% left in my closet. And it's like bare and there's empty space and hangers with nothing on them. But I promise you, every year I do this and my closet is filled before the year is up with more beautiful clothing that is modern and fresh, and that clothes that really express who I am in that year. So don't hang on the clothes from just because it's a size that you aspire to. Give those things away with love and allow the law of attraction, the law of manifestation to bring you more beautiful clothes that express who you really are today, not who you were last year, because you're not that woman anymore. Okay. Oh, yes. Christine's, Yolanta says, great idea. Christine says, I do the same. Christine says, I'll do keep my wedding outfit. Well, yes, I have my wedding dress. I can't fit it, but I do have my wedding dress. And she says, I have a few other things from 40 years ago. I do keep things that have sentimental value, like my wedding dress. There is this one shirt that has Venus on it that I love that it has, like I might frame it. It says Venus. And it's kind of like, it has blue jean shoulders. So I'm holding onto that, even though I can't fit it, because it has my name, it's kind of cool. And then there's like family reunion t-shirts that I hold on to them, for historical purposes, whatnot. But, I'm just talking about just things that don't really have any sentimental value, but just fashionable clothing that no longer fit you. And you're holding it onto it, but you just release that energy. And more will come to you that is more in line with who you are today. So Yolanta says, I will. I love this. I hope that you will share with us, share with me on my Facebook page when you decide to give away the size 6 clothing and buy something else. I'd love to see a snapshot of you in a new outfit. So moving on here, because we have about 17 minutes left. So another question for you. What would you tell your daughter about how you feel about your body? I have some nieces. I don't have any daughters, but I do have young nieces. And I think I would tell them to love and accept themselves and to not compare themselves. Don't compare your body to another little girl's body. Oh, Christine says, now here's a funny story. I spent several $100s in 1980 having a wedding suit made, thinking I could wear it for years. I could not get into it now. I know, right? I trust me. I know how you feel. We can be attached to the dollar amount. But again, if it's sentimental, a wedding dress, yeah, I would hold on to that, You may want to pass that down to a niece or a daughter or something like that, or some young woman that who might need a wedding dress. But, the other things we can let go of. Now, what is the meanest thing that you say to yourself about your body? When I was younger, I was very flat chested for many years. I didn't really start to develop breasts, fuller breasts, until probably my 30s. And so in my 20s and younger, I was very self-conscious about that. My sisters had all the boobs. I had the big thighs and the big hips and so forth. And so I probably said some mean things to myself just in thought, about how flat-chested I was. And I'm pretty sure I have this wicked sense of humor. So I'm pretty sure I maybe have cracked a couple of jokes, which, those jokes may seem like they're funny at the time, but really they're not very healthy. So I definitely don't do that anymore. I appreciate my body, and I really try to give myself love and appreciation. Christine says, my mother-in-law made my outfit. And it was not a suit. The suit was something else. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thanks for clarifying that, Christine. So now, what are 3 things that you love about your body? Go ahead and type it in the chat. And as you type, I'll share the 3 things I love about my body. I do love my voluptuousness. Like, I love that I have a voluptuous body. I have come to embrace my curves, and I have figured out a way to wear outfits that flatter my figure rather than make me feel bad about my curves. I do like the what do you call it? The pin skirts? I think it's pencil skirts. Pencil skirts look great on me, and I love those. And I love wearing a nice wedge. I bought the Tom wedges. They're very comfortable. Oh, Yolanta says, I love my eyes and my legs. Yes. Christine says, my teeth, my smile, and good health. Definitely. Good health is wealth in itself. So I love my curves. I do love, I've had a lot of challenges with my hair over the years, and I finally am to a place, thank God they have hair products that can control frizz. So I do love my hair, but believe me, there were times in the past when I despised my hair. It's naturally curly and it would get frizzy in this Houston weather. And I actually cut my hair off 3 times in my life. I'm talking about like my hair was this short and it grew out again. So I finally figured out how to have thank you, Yolanda. She says, I wish I had curly hair. We always want what the other woman has, right? I used to envy Asian women that have just the naturally straight, bone straight hair, and it was so voluptuous. But, you know, I've come to really embrace and love my naturally curly hair. What is an affirmation that you would like to tell yourself when you look into the mirror? Now, I'll tell you this, my affirmation has been so healing for me. I am enough. I am enough. That right there, that was a game changer for me. And I like to put affirmations on a Post-it note, and I'll stick them around the computer monitor. I'll stick them on the bathroom mirror. I put them wherever I need to see it every day so that I see that affirmation. Let's see. Christine says, when I was a teenager, I would not go out without someone ironing my hair. Now I love my curls. And Yolanta says, I am perfect divine light. Oh, I love that affirmation. I am perfect divine light. Yes. All right, Christine, I know you have an affirmation for me. Christine says, yes, you are. I agree. I agree. Yolanta, you are perfect divine light. Okay. So what is an affirmation you would like to tell yourself when you look into the mirror? Okay, so type that one in the chat message. And then think the exact opposite of the put downs that you tell yourself. Ooh, I can't think of any put downs that I tell myself right now. But Christine says, I am enough and I will always be enough. I love it. I love it. I am enough and I will always be enough. Okay. And when you say these affirmations, you really want to feel it in your body. Like, don't just say it and feel the emotions, feel that energy in your body. So when I say I am enough, I'm not going to just say I am enough. You know, I'm going to say I am enough. I am enough. And when I say it, I can actually feel like these in the back of my neck. I feel like this goosebumpy, tingly kind of feeling, kind of like when someone gives you a head massage or rubs your hair, you know, unless you're tender-headed, then it's not, doesn't have a good feeling. But, you know, I can feel it in my body. I am enough, and I stand in my power and stand in my truth, and I speak it with authority. Christine says, I have affirmations pasted to the mirror too. I do I am statements in front of the mirror every day. I am divine strength. Whatever you fill in the blank after I am is so powerful. That's manifestation right there in action. So be very careful of what you fill in after you say I am. Okay, so you are actually creating your reality when you say I am and whatever. So be careful of that. Yes, you have to make it positive. Okay. So when do you feel the most beautiful and healthy in your body? What are you doing when you feel the most beautiful? Yeah, never say I am not, because that's a negative. The universe doesn't know the difference between positive and negative. It just hears whatever you put after I am, and it takes that and runs with it and sends you more of the same. So yes, always make it positive. Make it in the form of a positive statement that you want to have in your life. So for example, if you say, you know, if you thinking I am always sick, don't say that. Say I have perfect health all the time. That's how you can change something negative and make it into a positive. I have fat thighs. That's a negative. A positive would be my thighs are, I have beautiful thighs that carry me everywhere I need to go. My thighs are beautiful and they are faithfully reliable and taking me where I need to go. My thighs are my strength, you know, whatever. So, so I guess the most beautiful and healthy things that I feel in my body, and how can I cultivate more of this feeling? Let's see. I think I feel beautiful when I'm doing yoga. You know, there's some positions, some body poses I can't do because of lower back pain that I sometimes experience. But the poses that I love, like warrior pose, downward dog, there's a lot more. But when I'm doing yoga, the warrior pose is definitely like I feel beautiful and healthy. When I am cooking and I know that it's nutritious and healthy but delicious, and I can make it colorful with fresh herbs and produce, using the rainbow of colors, and I know it's a meal that my family is going to love, I feel beautiful because I feel like I'm creating beauty through food that's going to nourish the cells of my family, and that's going to empower them, you know, with energy, and, you know, feed them. But it's all, you know, it's an act of love, and it's beautiful. And I think when I'm doing these sister circles, I feel beautiful. I feel like this is an act of love. Anything I'm doing where it's an act of love and it's helping someone in a positive way, I feel beautiful. So think about that. Think about what you do when you feel beautiful and how you can cultivate that feeling more in your life. Okay. So one more thing is, before we wrap up with just a few more things. Oh, Yolanta says, when I am with my husband, my friends, when I'm painting and reading. Oh, you love to paint too? I love to paint too. I have a painting. The last painting that I did was of the ocean with the sunset, and I put it on my Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, Yolanta, follow me at Venus IV, and somewhere in there I have the painting, and I plan on painting again soon. Christine says, Unity's 12 spiritual abilities. I am divine faith. I am divine strength. I am divine wisdom. I am divine love. I am divine peace. I am divine imagination. I am divine understanding. I am divine will. I am divine order. I am divine zeal. I am divine elimination. I am divine life. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab that and make that an Instagram. Yolanta says, yes, I paint in oil and I started to sculpt. See, I use acrylics. I'm not sure I'm ready for oil. The acrylics is what I've been using for years. And years ago, I used to sculpt with my aunt, who is an artist, and she used to teach art in I think the elementary or middle schools here in Houston. But I'd love to see your work, Yolanta. So share it with me in the group or on my page. Oh, you're amazing too. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, so we are going to start to wind this down. And so close your eyes and think about one part of your body that you might dislike. Okay, I want you to offer that body part gratitude. So for me, even though I say I love my belly, I still know that maybe on a subconscious level, there's still some insecurities and maybe not 100% acceptance. And even now, you don't see it, but I'm actually touching my belly with my left hand. And I think I'll switch to my right. My right hand, I'm an energy healer, so my right is my healing hand. And my left is my receiving or observing hand. So I'm going to put my right hand on my belly, and I'm going to offer it gratitude. And I'm going to speak positively and ask you to do the same. Speak kindly to that body part. I love my belly. My belly serves me well. We're going to send that body part love, acceptance, and appreciation. Okay. And then we're going to say, and I want you to say this out loud, say the forgiveness prayer, which is, I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Or you can say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay. And then you can set the intention to heal that body part and any other of your body parts. You can set the intention to heal body image shame, sexual shame, sexual trauma shame. A lot of women, they say 1 in 3 women will experience some kind of sexual trauma in their lives. Okay. You can set the intention to reclaim your positive body image, self-love, self-respect, self-honor. You can set the intention to reclaim your sensuality in its fullness. You can set the intention to reclaim your sexuality, no shame. Okay, we want to erase all the shame around our sensuality and our sexuality and feel free to express ourselves creatively and be in that creative flow in whatever we're doing with our bodies. All right. All right. So as we wrap up, I want to share with you a few of the spiritual tools that you can use for healing, including healing body image. You can do meditations focusing on loving your body and visualizations, just as we did today. You can create a vision board. Christine says, we are one. I too do art, and I use the gifts from nature because I live. Oh, you live on Vancouver Island in supernatural British Columbia, Canada. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be in Canada this summer in September. I don't know exactly where. I have to look at the city because I don't know the geography that well, but I've never been before. But I'll be in Canada this summer. So connect with me, Christine, on my Facebook page, or send me a message and we'll connect. So other spiritual tools for healing could be, maybe you create a Pinterest board on body love. And if you do so, please share it with me. Send me the link. Plant medicine, flower essences, essential oils. I sell doTERRA essential oils. I love my oils. I also sell flower essences, and it's all on the shop page of my website, venusav.com. And there's a link up here for my website in case you want to go visit there. There's a link that I've put here to my website, venusav.com. Okay, okay, great. She's going to share the link. Thank you so much. Oh, Christine says she teaches laughter yoga, and I like to laugh naked in front of the mirror. I'm going to try that. You know, I exercise naked, and I look at myself in the mirror. I used to do these body challenges where I do like for 28 days or 4 weeks. I'd have a secret group for women only, and we would post every day. We would challenge each other to do body movement for 30 minutes or less. And so I challenge myself to do it naked, to like really, really embrace my body, even as it's moving. It was very healing and very powerful. So awesome. Okay, so other spiritual tools for healing. So again, the essential oils, flower essences, plant medicine, raw vegan diet. Actually, raw vegan food is the highest vibrational food, and it goes down from there when it gets into cooked food. The lowest vibration things you can put in your body would be prescription medication, over-the-counter medication, and then there's alcohol, cigarettes, alcohol, you know, all that stuff. And then fried food is very, very low vibration. And as you get higher, it kind of follows the same thing as the alkaline diet. So if you think about alkaline foods, the raw foods are going to be the most alkaline. And then the foods that are cooked and fried and at high extreme temperatures, or that have artificial coloring or substances, preservatives or processed food, those will be very low vibration, and they are going to take you away from healing the body. So organic, healthy foods, you know, body products that don't have the toxins in them, parabens and all those things. So if you really, really want to get serious about healing your body and improving your, not just your body image, but really healing your body from the inside out, go to the Environmental Working Group. Has a skin deep cosmetic database that you can search for shampoo products, skincare, facial products, body products, all the things that you use for your body, makeup, nail polish, all that stuff. And you can research to find if it's toxic or if it's non-toxic. And they actually have a color coding system that you can use. So it's ewg.org. And then I think it's /skin deep, but you might want to Google it to be sure. Declutter from exposing yourself to toxic images, toxic songs on the radio. Some of these songs are low vibration, and you know, be more discerning about the people that you have in your life that may be contributing to body shame or negative body image. We are the sum of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So, sometimes having a healthy body image or doing healing on any level, sometimes it involves decluttering and creating good, healthy boundaries from a place of love. Okay. Ritual baths. You might want to get flower petals and burn some incense, light a candle, and take a nice long soak and play some nice, soft ambient music or classical music. I like the spa music, the music you hear at spas. You can just Google or go on Amazon, or you can go on Pandora and just search for like spa music or whatever. I turn the lights down, I light the candles, and I just take a nice bath, and I give myself reflexology, and then I just relax, and I can feel feel the positive waves of energy in my body after giving myself reflexology. Yvonne Hannah is here. Hey, aneapothecary.com. Okay, I'll check it out. And Christine says, that's a Guru Ganesh band, Light of 1,000 Suns. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I have a playlist. If you follow me on YouTube, I have a meditation playlist. If you don't see it, post on my Facebook page, or if you're in my Sacred Sisterhood group, the Facebook group that's closed, it's not public, then I will post the YouTube playlist there, and it's beautiful meditation music. Other ways that you can use spiritual tools for healing is getting body work from a trained professional. Acupuncture was very healing for me. I actually, Christine says this song is very uplifting. Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Thank you so much, Christine. You're such a wonderful resource of good stuff. That's amazing. I definitely want to be connecting with all of you outside of this sister circle. So this is awesome. I'm so glad we had this chance to have this experience together. So acupuncture is very, very healing. I used to have problems with anxiety. Long story, but give you the short end, I used to be on medication for it, and the doctor told me I'd be on medication for anxiety for the rest of my life. And I'm talking anxiety where the room would literally spin and I would fall to the floor because I couldn't get up. I would just be laying flat on my back. And one time I actually ended up in a truck to the ER, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. And it turns out it was anxiety. But I have used meditation, acupuncture, reflexology. I have used transitioning to a healthier diet, all of these things to heal my issue with anxiety. And now I'm so balanced. I don't need medication to manage that anymore. I'm so glad that I didn't believe that doctor. I knew there was a truth. I didn't know where that truth was, but I did not believe that doctor. And I chose to find my own truth. And you can find your own truth. You will be naturally drawn to the spiritual tools that are right for you in this part of your life to heal yourself. So trust whatever you are drawn to. Follow the breadcrumbs. Get curious about healing yourself. Oh, Christine says the guru is you. You are the one living in your temple. That's right, Christine. You have authority over your life. Yes, you can go and ask for opinions. Yes, you can get professional opinions. Yes, you can go and get the things that you need from other people who are the authority or whatnot, but never ignore your own inner wisdom. And you can feel in your body. Again, I said this before, if it's a yes or a no. If someone is telling you something and you feel in your bones and your heart, your body is telling you a no, you feel like you're contracting or shrinking, or you feel a hard, empty, hollow space in your gut, maybe that person is not telling you the truth for you. Okay, maybe that's a truth for them, but it's not necessarily a truth for you. You have to take responsibility for your own healing. You have the2 authority to do that. Other things, just 3 more things for spiritual tools for healing. 2 more things. Subconscious belief work from a transformational coach. And that's where I come in. I am a transformational coach, certified twice. And I do one-on-one work with women who want to heal themselves from deep emotional pain. I love working with empaths teaching empaths who are emotionally sensitive and feel like they take on other people's emotions, not intending to, but they just naturally have this gift. And so I work with women to help them to transition to feeling more empowered, like a modern goddess, self-care, self-love, self-empowerment, and all the things that go along with that. And then also energy healing. I'm also an energy healer. Energy healing is another wonderful tool you can use to heal yourself, body, mind, or spirit. So energy healing to clear your chakras and your auras, because a lot of times we have these negative or false limiting subconscious beliefs, and that energy gets trapped into your chakras, and it can actually fester. If we don't process our emotions and release them, if we numb ourselves down to not feel the pain of emotion, because we don't know how to deal with it, or maybe it's too much and we don't have the tools to deal with it. A lot of times we just kind of block ourselves off from it. But those emotions don't just wither away. They fester and they grow until they become a physical issue. So energy healing is a wonderful tool for healing body image, subconscious beliefs that contribute to a bad or low vibration body image. So again, thank you so much for joining with me tonight, a Friday night. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you joined me tonight. This was so much fun. Oh, Christine says, I have been a community development social worker for 40 years. The first thing I learned was trust your gut. That is a beautiful affirmation. Trust your gut. To remind yourself of that every morning could be so powerful for you. Christine says, thank you, everyone. I send each infinite love. Thank you, Yolanta. And I just have a few more things. I want to read something for you real quick before we go and wrap up. This is from Sarah Wilder. She owns a company called The Fifth Element. She has a Facebook page. She's on Instagram. I have a beautiful calendar from her. I'm going to pull it down real quick. Hold on. This is her calendar. Can you see this? It's so beautiful. If you have not ordered her calendar, I highly recommend you do. She tells you the full moons, the new moons. She gives you sort of like guidance for each month. And it's just so beautiful. This is her calendar here. I don't know if you can see that. I have it taped on my wall. But here's something that she posted for the new moon in Taurus for today. She says, we are collectively in a process of peeling back more layers, kind of like the onion. Healing doesn't happen instantly. Healing happens more like peeling back the layers of an onion. So you heal one layer at a time. So she says, peeling back more layers that relate to how we are not truly valuing and loving who we are. And this actually, what she wrote, she's not connected with this theme for this Sister Circle at all. So this is affirmation for me that this was meant to be. You were meant to be here tonight. And this theme was meant to be the theme for this particular month. So she says, peeling back more layers that relate to how we're not valuing and loving who we are. We are remembering specific times from our past when we felt out of place and as if no one saw us. We are discovering times when we felt like the victim and are seeing how they are relating to the situations in our life right now. There are direct hits in our consciousness, pinpointing what we must forgive and transform. See, she's saying the same thing we were saying tonight. We know that what we need to do. All of us tonight, you all know the parts of you that need acceptance, the parts of you that need love, the parts of you that need respect and honor and trust. Okay, trust your gut. And the energy has us strapped in for the ride, so no one will escape this journey to self-love. Okay, so you can find her on Instagram, The Cosmic Collective. The Darling Tree is also a part of this new moon calendar, new moon energy calendar. These are all the images for each month too, by the way. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And so now, final thing before we go, Thank you so much, Ivana. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Christine. If you are interested in learning more about working with me, send me an email, hhc@venusiv.com. If you want to learn more about the work that I do with women on a one-to-one basis for spiritual life coaching, spiritual development, energy healing, healing subconscious beliefs so that your actions are driven from positive affirming beliefs. If you want to work with me with intuitive mediumship, or if you would like to have me host a desire map workshop for you and your group, or if you're interested in the courses, the body, mind, and spirit e-courses that I have, send me an email, hhc@venusiv.com, and I'm going to type it here. Okay, hhc@venusiv.com, or you can visit my website. Okay, a couple more links before we go. If you want to see the replay for this event, go to my website, Venus IV, click the events menu. Go to the events page and you're going to see this recording of this. And I hope I hit record. Oh, good. It did record. Okay. And then also, I have a Sacred Sisterhood of Modern Goddesses Facebook group that I would love for you to join, where I'm in that group practically every day or every other day. And it's a small group, intimate, sacred space, safe space of women who want to feel more empowered as a modern goddess. So there's lots of good stuff in there. Sometimes I do free oracle readings. Sometimes I do giveaways. So definitely join me in the group. And then I also would love it if you could like my Facebook page. I'm going to get that link here too. So if you go out and do something based on this sister circle, please share with me either on my Facebook page, in the group, or send me a note from my website. Thank you so much, ladies, sisters, goddesses. I'm so grateful to share this event with you tonight. And I hope to see you on Facebook or any of the other social medias out there on the internets. Stay blessed, stay healthy and whole. Love yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.